I thought your defense second half especially played much, much better. I'm still concerned about middle linebacker, who we're going to find there to make it happen.
Well, that's what we're doing right now. You're spot on. You're exactly right. We got to continue to find ways to make sure that we can protect the linebacker, get them down here faster. So we're looking at maybe 2 or 3 different alignments inside. But I share the same concern that you have. And we got to get better play at that position. But we're not just going to put it on the kids. We're going to constantly look at ourselves and see if we're doing the right things to get them in position, all right, to make those plays. But right now, that's one of our Achilles' heels. But the second half, they played a lot better. I mean, the second half, the fits was better. I think the demeanor was better. And so we certainly going to go into this week, and we're going to build off of that. We're going to certainly build off of that. And one of the good things we did on Sunday, Coach Luke allowed us to sit in as a defense, and we watch every snap. And we went through the good and the bad. And I think the kids walked away saying that, you know, if we just do our job, you know, everybody focus on doing their job and get that right fits, I mean, look where we'll go. You know, so there was a lot of positive came out of our session on Sunday. The second half was really good for us moving forward. And we got to clean up the first half, but build on the second half.
Is there anything, Wesley, schematically that you feel like you guys need to look at, maybe change in the first half to get off to a quicker start?
Well, I'll tell you, you know, you talk about schematically, that's one thing, and we went into the locker room at halftime, and, you know, that's the first thing we asked ourselves. Is there something scheme-wise that we need to make an adjustment or we need to go to? And when we went through all the explosive plays that we gave up in the first half, and we broke down exactly who gave up the explosive plays and what was the defensive call. Because the first thing I look at is that, am I making the calls that we practice? Am I calling the defense that we had reps on, time on task? And when we looked at it, it was just one guy breaking down on every defense. So we had a heart-to-heart at halftime, and I just told him there was no magical adjustments. There was nothing different that we can call. You're not going to get a magical speech. You just got to go out and play football. You know, and everybody right now just think about winning a one-on-one battle. And the guys did a tremendous job of that the second half. And but we're certainly not happy the way we came out the gate. And hopefully this is a turning point for us. And we'll come out the first half and not spot anybody points. And we'll play like that from the beginning to the end.
Don't want to give anything away against Vandy, but we were talking about Mike there. You thought about moving Gates over there to Mike?
Man, I even thought about playing Mike linebacker a little bit myself, you know. We have considered that. I mean, Gates is playing well. If you, you know, pay close attention to the game, Jaron Street, number 20, came in the game. And, man, he did well, you know. All of them are going to make mistakes. No, there's no perfect game, no perfect player. But if he continues to improve, there'll be an opportunity where now we can get Gates inside maybe and bring Jaron Street along and get guys more snaps. That way, at least the fatigue factor is not setting in on us. So you're exactly right. We're looking at all possible possibilities right now, and that's certainly one of them.
Some of the younger guys in the secondary, especially when number 30, you know, was dismissed from the game, talk about their play.
Say it again now.
The younger guys in the secondary, Miller, and you talked about Street a little bit, but when 30 got, you know, kicked out of the game, just it increased their role. Talk about the younger guys.
That's one thing as a defensive staff we talked about going to training camp, and it manifested itself in the game on Saturday. You have to coach for depth because you don't know when injuries are going to knock on your door. Unfortunate situation in the game where Moore went out for targeting, and now 28's got to step up, always got to play more snaps. The guy that was really a shining light in that situation was Montreal Custis. I mean, he came in and he played well. I mean, you see there was a tremendous effort from him. Man, I tell you, I was really pleased to see his communication, you know, and setting the coverage and the defense there. So, you know, we're going to build on that. And I told him, I said, if you can play that well in that situation, you got to help this football team, this defense. We need more production out of you. So it was a bad situation, losing 30 with that penalty. But the positive was we got some young guys in the game, got them on tape, and Montreal showed us that he can definitely help us.
Defensive ends kept crashing on the RPO, not holding containment. What was going on there?
Well, you know, I really like the way they was playing the RPO, the run game, but it was the pass game. And you're as a pass game where we were bringing a blitz from the other side. And we always tell them, if we come from this side, you know, they're going to escape out the back door. And we got to be more conscious of the entire huddle call. But in the run game, I love the way we was coming out inside, playing with speed off the edge. But let's be more aware that now we're bringing pressure from the field, contain the quarterback. There was a couple of times if we contain the quarterback, you talk about a negative play. But we have to improve on that, make certain that we'll contain the quarterback. Let's be more aware and conscious of the huddle call and the situation and playing situational football.